lot of people here. No, not everybody's talking. That doesn't tell me it's Friday. That just tells me it's today. People talk. That's okay to talk. Just figuring out when to talk and when not to talk. That's the tricky thing sometimes. Now, I can tell it's Friday because there's fewer people here. For what reason is that? I don't know, and I'm not worried. I am glad that you are here. Now, I'm also hopeful that I will see you again, not just Monday, but Monday evening. Does anybody here know why I want to see you Monday evening? We got a few hands that are up. All right. Ricky, why do I want to see you Monday evening? Yes. Perfect. You gave me enough information. There's a guy. Now, Plowman, how can I see you if you're hiding behind a tree? On Monday night, making his way from his hometown in Lebanon, Illinois, the greatest distance runner ever, born in the state of Illinois, is going to be here in Elmhurst Monday night. He's going to be speaking, and some of you may have had a fish fry over there at the American Legion Hall, which is right in essence at the end of Spring Road on Butterfield. And from 6:30 to 8:30, he's going to be telling some of the stories of the amazing things that he's done. I'll tell you a couple of them. One of them is that 3 times Olympian, in the Olympics 3 times. Last year we had Adam Goucher come by. He was 1 time in the Olympics. This man, 3 times qualified for Olympic teams. Sadly, one of the times that he qualified, in 1980, he couldn't go. Now, here is my trivia question, and you'll get a water bottle on Monday. I think I only have like 2 of those left from like 3 years ago when I was giving out water bottles. And I'm just looking around as best I can. Why couldn't he go in 1980? Right there, that hand went. He was injured. No, that isn't correct. Hanson. A family conflict. No, that is not correct. All right. I'm going to go right here. Say it nice and loud. Face all these people.
It was boycotted.
The Olympics were boycotted. No, don't sit down yet, because you're the next thing on this list. It's you. All right. The boycott in 1980 because the United States was protesting the fact that the Soviet Union sent troops into a country called Afghanistan. And there's been problems there ever since. So we're going to show, we don't like this, so we're not going to the Olympics. Now the reason that they boycotted, the Olympics were in Moscow, which is in the Soviet Union. Today it's called Russia. Didn't go. He ran that year the fastest time of anybody at 10,000 meters in the world that year. So what does that mean? He had a very good chance of winning the shiniest of medals, gold. He had a very good chance. Think he's probably disappointed about that? Yeah, he is. And it's something that still kind of bothers him. His one chance to get that medal, he didn't get it. Something else that he did, I'll let you sit down. You're going to feel self-conscious. The other thing that he did twice, 1980, and then again in 1981, he wins the World Championship cross country. Now in the Olympics they have 5,000 meters, 1,500 meters, steeplechase, 10,000 meters. And the World Cross Country Championship, all the distance runners are together because there's only one race. He beat all the distance runners around the world, not just once, but twice. He's the greatest runner ever to come out of this state. He could be arguably one of the greatest runners, period, that could say that he's an American citizen. So he's going to be here. He's going to show us some video footage. He's going to give us a little motivational talk. He's got some things that he wants to give to you. But if you're not there, you can't receive them. So far, 28 people have signed up. Maybe it's because busy, whatever. You got to go home and you got to say, hey, Mom, can you register and on the email that I sent. I'll send another one later today. You're going to send it to Justin that you want to go. How many people? Next question is, Mr. Kurt, can my brother come even though he's not in the camp? Yes. How about my cousin? Can they come because they like running? Yes. It's open to you, your family. How about my friend next door? He's a neighbor. He likes running, but he goes to Fenwick. Yes. Just put on the list how many people are coming, and it'll get sent to Justin. Questions? I hope you don't miss out on that opportunity. Hope you don't miss out on that opportunity. Now, stand up again, Tom. Sometimes, I think there's a saying, you can't see the trees for the forest, right? You can't see those individual things because you see the big picture. You see the big picture of like, okay, well, here we are, we run, this is what we do. Last year there was 260, this year there's 370, but we just kind of show up. Sometimes people find out about this camp, not living here in Elmhurst. Raise your hand if you live outside of Elmhurst. And you're here. That's awesome. Pretty cool. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if you live in a state that's not Illinois. Whoa! Some of you have had the chance over this past week to get to know and meet Cosmo, so come up here so you don't have your back. Cosmo is here all the way from Los Angeles to be here, to run with you. His coach is a York graduate, one of the greatest York athletes ever. He's a hurdler by the name of Kyle Erickson. Holds the school records in the 110 hurdles and then in the 300 hurdles. His coach was waiting for the day when he had somebody on the team that he felt was good enough to come out here and to get this experience. And now he's going to go back and he's going to share some of that experience with his teammates. I hope you've been kind to him. Although, where's Miraz? Is Miraz here? Now, indirectly, Miraz was not so kind to Cosmo. Now, we all have different skills. Right? Some of us are really good at math. Some of us are really good at science. Some of us are really good at softball. Some of us aren't as good. Man. Nathan right here, it doesn't matter what the game is. He's there to win. He is a gym class hero if there ever was one. I gotta win. I love that. That's why he's such a good athlete. That's why he's such a good runner, because he wants to be the best that he can be. So when others don't live up to his very high standards, sometimes he gets a little upset. And there was a play in the outfield where Cosmo and who else was that? Who else was out in the outfield? Charlie, yeah, and they just kind of looked at each other and watched the ball. And then it landed right there. But in general, everybody's been really nice to him, and it's been awesome for me to have Cosmo in my house. If you get a chance, say hi to Cosmo, because today is his last day. He will come tomorrow to Hills, but most of you don't do that. By the way, tomorrow is 14. And if we could start with you, give a nice round of applause to Cosmo. Now I owe you a water bottle. Here you go. A couple things, and then I got to have Z say something about breakfast. When we're running, yesterday, it was kind of fun to hear it, but then it caused problems, and I just want to eliminate problems. That's sometimes what you do when you're managing things. I don't want you to carry your music with you, because then there was arguments about what song should be played, and making fun of somebody else because they like that song, and I don't want that. Plus, if you're running and you're holding the speaker and you're going like this, then you might get stuck there, and now when you're running in a race, you're like this, and people are like, why is he running like this? Oh, he got used to the summer and he's carrying a speaker. And then how did he learn that? He was in that Mr. Kearns camp. And then people are like, oh, that camp's got to be terrible. The kid learns how to run like this. So I don't want that to happen. Real quick, here you are. You have the gift of first life. Then you've got the choice. What am I going to do with the one and only life that I have? Am I going to go through life half-hearted, sort of put an effort in, or am I going to give my best? He gives his best. I'm okay with that. I actually love that. I don't like when he yells at other people so much. I love the fact that he gives his best. Are you giving your best? I don't know. Only you know. You don't know if I give my best. Only I know. Some of us, no, all of us right here are so fortunate to get up, go out and run. We all know of stories of people who have whatever issue, whether it's a cancer or some kind of other breathing disorder, whether it's cystic fibrosis, can't really do this. You owe it to them to do your best, because they would give just about anything to trade with you. How many of you have been injured and then you had to sit there and watch other people run? That feeling was temporary, not permanent. Temporary. Now that you're out there running again, or you will be out there running again soon, remember that you owe the people who can't run. Sylvester here? Did he come? Did your brother come? One of these days he's got to come. The purpose of the long run is this. It's difficult because you went for a long time. It's not difficult because you ran too fast. The difficulty is that you ran further than you had before. Everybody's got a range on that board. I don't know what you did last week, Flanagan. You don't have to tell me now either. But the goal is to go a little bit further than you did last week. Okay? If you don't have a mile partner run,